Howdy class, welcome to our Invention website tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to get you started on how to make your website. Before we work on the website, let's make sure we have a couple things finished. First thing is make sure you've completed your information sheet. You and your partner will need to both complete this, work on it together, but it needs to be completed before you start on the website. Show your instructors and they'll give you the okay to get started. A couple other things we need to be aware of. Right here, these are PDF instructions on how to make the website and so forth. We probably will have to skip the first couple pages. A few years ago when I made this, we had to create a whole new login for Gmail. You have one already, so you don't need to do this. If you don't know your Gmail information, check with your instructor and we'll get you that information you need, your username and password. You'll probably start right about here to create your site. Okay. Farther down are requirements for the website, how to answer the questions, and a rubric on how we're going to grade it. Okay. Also, one other thing is here is when you've completed a website, you'll need to email your web address and some other information to myself and Ms. McGinney. Here's our web addresses here. And here's another link to other things that are required on the website. So before you email it to us, make sure you have all these things completed and answered all the questions. Okay? All right. Let's get started. Here's an example site of one I made, so as you're going through it, you're not sure what to do. Click on these different links here that tells you what needs to be on your site. We need to go back to the home page, or you can Google. We need to go to google.com. I do have a quick link right here. And from here, we need to go into Gmail and get signed in. Again, if you don't know your Gmail information, check with your instructor. I'm going to use this account here, and we need to sign in. Okay, this is your Gmail account, so if you've never used it before, you have one. Later, you'll need to click on Compose to send us your email address. This is where you'll put my web address or Mrs. McGinney's web address. You have to have a subject, and then you'll have to paste your web address here so it gets to us. Okay. We're going to go up here into the apps up here, and we're going to click on this. We're going to look for something called Sites, S-I-T-S-E. I don't see it here. I don't see it here, but if you keep on searching, we'll find it. And it's underneath Home and Office, and there it is. It's called Sites. We are going to create a blank site. So I'm going to create a site here. Here's some other sites I've made. We're going to create a blank site. We're going to start and make sure we don't want anything over here. We want this one here, a blank template. This is the name of your site. This is the name of your invention. Okay, so I'm just going to call mine the flashlight. Make sure you capitalize things. And then you're going to select the theme. And this is what the pages will look like. And you can always change this later. I'm going to choose this one right here. Okay. And then let's see what happens here. We had to press create because in it we do have our template. We have that. Now we have to put in our hidden word here. Looks like it's a D-I-S-P-I. Hit enter. And if everything works right, it should work. I've had trouble with this. This is like the fourth time. I don't know if I misspelled this wrong here. D-I-S-P-I. I don't know if it needs some other information here. I'm going to go ahead and put _14 for 2014. See what that does. Create the site. There we go. So I had to make that adjustment up here because if you look up here, here's your web address. And evidently it might have been taken from somewhere. Okay, so I won't take off for seeing that on there. Just make sure you have your title here. Okay, now from here, I'm going to show you where you need to go, and then from there you just kind of work on it. Look at your instructions on what's required for each page. This is your home page. There were some requirements for the home page. If you click on the pencil, this is how you edit your site. And what this does, this is how when you start typing, as you can see here, we have one box. In case you had to type something here, it'll let you type, so forth. You can highlight it. You can change the font size, do all these things here just like a word processing. Okay. If you need to change the layout, and really that's about the only thing you need to do, is you probably need to maybe add 2 columns in case you have to put a picture over here, because I believe you have to have several images, so you might have to copy and paste that image over here. When you get through with one of your pages here, make sure you click Save, and then over here, this is how you make a new page. Because if I recall, your second page would need to be called Invention History. And make sure we spell things correctly. Do not change anything over here. Don't change anything over here. Leave this alone. Just hit create, and voila, if everything works right, you'll create another link. So there's our home link, and here's our new link over here. So again, follow your instructions here. There's not much over here to mess with. Under the More tab, you can manage your site this way here. Like I can take, if I wanted to, I can take off this _14. You can also change you can also come in here and work with change your themes and colors and so forth. Okay. Let's see if it lets me save that 14. Okay. It wouldn't okay, there we go. Now, when you get done with your website and before you email it, make sure you come up here and click Share. And we want to make this so we want to make sure that we have this so it's public to the web. So open it up and make sure. If it's not, then I won't be able to open it. Hit save. So this is good. Okay. This will get you started on working on your website. If you have any questions, please turn on the call light. And thank you.